Viewers, well, it's got me some more vintage refrigerators. I fixed up a rationale combi oven for a bloke and got the thing up there. It was totally dead as a doornail and I got it actually operational and it runs now. I cooked a lovely Christmas dinner in it the other night, so I'm very happy with that, and I've got these as a payment, as a thank you gift. Yeah, a Limburg Foster square fridge with a K5 Kirby compressor in it, which is and he's got a Crosley shoulder door, which he's going to have him for his man cave outside. This in here does work. The carbonator works. Had a bit of a mishap here with tech screws, but that's not nothing. That's not too bad. Not too ugly. It's intact. It's all there. All there. But evaporator's a good nick, but the gasket's missing. That's all right. I just had to hose them out. This has a Kirby Tecumseh compressor in it, which is a not a pancake one. There's some of these ones have the pancake Tecumseh compressors in them. This is a bit of a later model one, which has the other variant Tecumseh compressor, which is the ones that I really like. These ones, I really like these compressors. They're absolutely bloody bulletproof. They're awesome compressors. I use those for all sorts of things. So a good donor. It's got one of these compressors in it. So, and this is an original one too. Because those Tecumsehs are produced from the early 60s right through to the late 80s. Very reliable design. That's for the Electrice Westinghouse. It's a in that of a rewire, big time. The wiring is absolutely rooted. M6C is a model. Yeah, 40s. This is from the 40s, this one. But it's going to adjust all this up so the door closes. Everything is all there. Even the spring works. Steel evaporator. Yeah, it's steel. Where the Daddy Long Legs is. Got an Australian made incandescent light bulb by Philips, 25 watt. It's all there though. I'm going to repaint this. Equipped with a Westinghouse hermetically sealed unit. And there it is, the rotary Westinghouse compressor. I've seen a few of these Electrice fridges around on Facebook Marketplace. There was one with a bullet hole in the door, which didn't go through here. But it had a replacement, a Thai-made Kirby compressor in it. But I've come across a few of these where these compressors have been changed. So these mustn't have been very reliable. But they are bloody unique though in their own right, these Westinghouse compressors. It's a rotary compressor, this. Pretty much it's on its side. It's like a normal compressor that stands up, it's tipped on its side. That's just how this design was. How it's mounted. The rubbers are kind of rooted, but I might have to get some Nolithane bushes and put some Nolithane car bushes in there. Maybe. You can see a wiring there for the which goes in the compressor. All that's to be changed. Absolutely rooted. So we've got live. Yeah, I'm going to match them up with the new wiring. The wiring is absolutely rooted. It's only given the line, that's where it was charged. There's a line going to here, where it goes to here, where it was for the charging port. Interesting design. That's the discharge, high pressure discharge. Interesting how there's, yeah, they went mainstream, so to speak. Fridges nowadays are all mainstream. There's one compressor design, and that's what they stick to in domestic refrigeration now. Everything is just standardised nowadays. Whereas in the old days, all these companies had their own design, which made old fridges, anything old, unique and cool in their own right. This is pretty much what a modern fridge compressor is always going to look like that. All going to look the same, no matter what brand fridge you buy. The only one on the market that looks different marginally is Engel car fridges. These DC 12 volt compressors even look like the household ones now. Yeah, the Engel ones are the only exception with a Sora Fuji swing compressor, where they look different. And of course air conditioners and the scroll and rotaries look the same nowadays. Yeah, that's what I really like about vintage and antique fridges. Their own design. Mechanically they're just awesome in their own right. Yeah, the rubber's not rubber anymore. After this, some work on this door though, so get it to close again. But we'll get this culvinator off. I know it works. Got to get a cover for that. That's been smashed against the wall, so I'm gonna have to fix that. The local Jacobell, which is still in business, which we got that culvinator compressor from, which the property that compressor was actually on, like I got it from, this actually was inbuilt in that house that was built. So yeah, been a local electronics retailer, been in business in this town for a very long time, very, very well known, even from back in the day. But anyway, I'll unload it and yeah, we can test this one. He told me it didn't work, but he might have got that confused with another fridge. So we'll get this one plugged in and test it. It's all dried out. I gave them both a good hosing out, inside and out, so this was all dirty. Been sitting a while in the property somewhere with the door open. These both came from his mate's place a couple of years ago. He had them there as in a throw them out. He's like, oh, come and get rid of that shit out of my shed. Anyway, it'll clean up. It's in cosmetically good nick, no rust, just surface. That'll buff up nicely. Or Electrice or Electrice, which is yeah, a Westinghouse brand back in the day. They also had AWA radios, made radios under the branded Electrice as well. The B24 AWA radiola. Those who collect Australian valve radios will be familiar with that model. It's got a fancy look at the early 60s radio, and they made them under the Electrice brand name. Okay, well, this one appears to be low on gas. I cannot physically see damage where it could have leaked from, but yeah, it's not getting cold. Only a tiny bit. Got to fix up this death trap without rejecting much heat either, so I have to take this back off, swing it out, get to the compressor to charge it and do a test on it. Well, I'll inspect all the lines to be 100% sure, but it's just a really slow leak since this thing was new, I suppose. But nothing no 152 A can't fix. There just isn't enough in there. No, just isn't enough. You can hear it. But that's not enough to make any noticeable feel on the evaporator getting cold. So this one will have to be not as urgent, because all it needs is that one problem, and this thing's good to go. But I'll fix that later. Yeah, see, the compressor started right up. It should have hummed and tripped the overload if there was a full charge of gas in that. So we're low on gas. It did get quieter though, that compressor. So I have to fix that. Need a charge. Fix up this death trap. This is a good fridge. This Westinghouse. These Westinghouse compressors are a bit of a can of worms because the actual relay is not actually here. It's actually along this wiring inside where the thermostat is where the relay that starts the compressor motor up. The relay is in here. So that's just a Westinghouse design. Oh, look at this. I might get away with this, but it's flexible there and flexible there. I'll just change this wiring and this wiring, have it all on a safety switch for obvious reasons, and test it and go from there. Because this is a high pressure side, that's what I charge it from. It's a rotary compressor, so charge on the high pressure side. Got some cleaning to do on these fins too. There's your overload relay. I'm going to clean that out, or the clicks on I should say. They have a nice distinctive sound when they run though. Anyway, I've cleaned up all the nests out of here, so there's still a line where it's not rusting through, which is good. It's quite thick, this condenser, that plate. Anyway, let's get this thing rewired. I won't touch that though, because that's gonna... yeah. This is, yeah, a little bit different. I got the latch to work. Really got to slam it. Anyway, go, it locked. The bloody idiots have cut the seal out for some reason, so I'm going to have to fix that. Otherwise, it's good to go. But let's rewire this thing. No engine mounts. Better put that compressor on a leash. She's going to go running away on me. I did some tests. I rewired up at the I had to use connectors. I left about that much on each leg of the compressor, heat shrunk, and used connectors. There's no way I'm doing those terminal bolts on the compressor. The whole fucking whole lot will spin. I don't want to damage the seals in that thing. I don't want to do a wicked XE and do it like a complete moron. Like it is to his one. We're all nice and repaired, rewired. I'm not supposed to be that loud. I also want to see it get cold. Yeah, it's starting too slowly. Oh yeah, it is getting cold. Oh yeah. They're getting cold, alright. Good heat rejection. What a mess of the wiring. But she works. I'll leave out the cord now and fix that compressor mounter. I'm going to have to get some northern pushers for that compressor, I think. But we're getting cold. The drive's not working. I think it's blown. Made in Australia. I ain't for that in years. Another bit blown. Yeah, the wrong globe. Supposed to have a little oven, different oven that size. But we're getting cold, alright. We're getting cold. Look at that. Chug, chug. Bushes. Yeah, I'm going to remove those bushes on the compressor. I can do it from under here so I can bolt this back half all back on. The cords aren't touching anything, so which is good. We're getting colder. Nice. Kind of noisy though. Oh, look at that. Even the SLA is starting to get cold. SLA being short for suction line accumulator. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Yeah, use a safety switch for obvious reasons, as I said. Especially when working on things this old. Oh, that's getting fully frosty. Nice. Now I'm going to redo these, repaint these, and I don't know if I can get these 3D printed, or someone's got a file to 3D print these, but I'll see what I can do. Hello, spider. A 5-legged one. Oh, that's getting cold. Oh, look at that. Now, the compressor will fall over if I slam that door again. We're getting cold. It's working. The heat rejection on that. Oh, the heat rejection, oh my gosh, it's working really well. This is working exceptionally well. I won't cycle off because the door's open. Oh, we're on a good goer here. Alright, now I've got to neaten up the wiring, put it back together. It even shut off like a diesel engine. When it shut off. I don't think this is louder than Wicked XC's one. His was sounding like that too, but on his video I couldn't tell it was that loud. This thing here, whew. Yeah, she makes some noises. You definitely know that fridge is running, that's for sure. You wouldn't want to let it get too far on you. Anyway, neaten it all up and pretty it up, and that's the most part done. I could focus on the cosmetic side of it now. Beautiful. Happy days. Viewers, it's much quieter now. Had to improvise a little bit. A bit of modifications, a bit of blood, sweat and tears, so to speak. I've put new tie rods in my Commodore. And I got some the old Nolithane ones I took out from before, which I didn't believe. I just put them in the top half. But these are the old Nolithane bushes. I cut one of these directly down the centre in half. Wasn't easy. Drilled the hole out, which wasn't easy. And put these halves back to back with some rubber washers as mounts for that Westinghouse compressor. That's actually done the trick. Much quieter now. It's not making a racket anymore. That's better. Much better. You see there? One compressor to handle, Nolithane it. This seems to be good off-road now. I'm going to find one for this side now. I don't do this side yet, but I can do it when it's in here. It's not too bad anyway, it's quiet enough. Yeah, well, it's definitely better than what it was. Much better than what it was. It's just this type of rotary compressor vibrates more than the Kelvinator ones do. They're getting cold already. Oh, it closes now. I'll push the handle and it closes. Push it on here, not on the door, and it will close. Perfect. Awesome. Feel that heat projection. Oh my god. Bit of a drip loop in there. I'm not going to be able to touch those anyway. I sure won't be able to. I was going to duct tape or that, but nah. Not going to matter. The lines are heating on anything, so man, there's good heat projection on that. There was a live mouse that went out the back of this thing when I moved it too. It's gone. Like I sort of smell it. But this was all hosed out too. That's like 2mm thick. Look at that. I'm thinking bulletproof, mate. Bulletproof condenser. What a good goer. Let it cycle down the temperature before I turn it off again. I'll fix up this freaking mess up here. So it's well closed. You've got to press on here to close it. Anyway, I'll buff this to get a nice paint job. This fridge will look nice. But of these and these Westinghouses and the meter micers, the General Electric, the Frigidaire are my two favourite because they're unique compressors. Every other old compressor is just reciprocating, which is very mainstream. I do still like them, but I just like the old meter micers and the Westinghouse because they're a rotary compressor, which is not something you see in a domestic fridge anymore. There wasn't anything really caught on. That's technically a reciprocating compressor, although it's a linear motor. So yeah, still reciprocating compressor. But a rotary compressor in a domestic fridge, it's pretty bloody. It's quite niche. It's quite interesting. Which is yeah, as I said, didn't caught on, didn't catch on at all. That's pretty quiet now. I can handle that noise. The typical Westinghouse noise. I'll make sure no pipes are rubbing. I don't think they are. No, there's no pipes rubbing against each other in there. I made sure there's no there's clearance around all the pipe work, it's not rubbing against anything. Anyway, now to fix this fridge. I'll leave this one on. I'll make some space for this one. I'll get these ones out the road and make some space. Put that fridge. I'll have to reorganise this shed big time. Yeah. It's about time I did. Anyway, that's one fridge repaired. Thanks for watching.